This tells a story she was desperate to get away, but she didn't stand a chance against that monster and his monstrous hate. He surrendered to the police as they arrived on the scene, claiming self-defense. He was then arrested and in December 2022, convicted of first-degree intentional homicide with a dangerous weapon and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole in April of 2023.
A jury found a Kenosha man guilty at trial for the murder of a woman that happened last year. 51-year-old Brandon Brownlee stabbed and shot.
Yo, hold on. So we're gonna get right back to the video, but if you wanna know how to draw or paint like me, hit the like, hit the subscribe. If you wanna support your boy and buy some of my merch, you know I got information on that down in the description below. You can check out my store. I also got some new music coming out this Friday, so tap in, tune in, show some love. I appreciate you, and let's get right back to the video. Hey yo gang, what's happening? It's your boy Araine TJ back again with another reaction video, and you already know what it is. I'm gonna have the link to their channel in the description below, and it's just like this. Just hop over there, hit the subscribe, drop a like. Horrendous crimes, they're mad cool. All their videos are pretty great, you know what I mean? So let's get into it.
Twisted. Love does not hurt. Love does not shame. Love does not tear you down. Love does not break you down. It builds you up. That was what that monster thought was love.
Evil exists in this world. Trust no one.
This is the story of Charnice Brown, a beautiful, devoted mom of 4 whose only crime was trusting too much. The story takes us to Kenosha, Wisconsin, a vibrant community of cultural attractions and rich history, with manufacturing playing a significant role in its development. Charnice grew up in a 7-family household in Kenosha, Wisconsin, with both her parents always ready to assist and guide her as she navigated the various stages of her life. After graduating Ruther High School, she went on to pursue her CNA course as she loves to tend to people, and was employed as a CNA for Meadowmere Southport. She is a very caring and fun-loving person who always sees the good in others, which at times can make her naive. Charnice has 4 beautiful children who she loves dearly, and we could often see her doing her TikTok dances and having fun with them. In the summer of 2019, she met a man by the name of Brandon Brownlee, and the two hit it off. He was 49 years old and she was 24. He had 2 children of his own, and they both decided to blend families and care for their 6 children, who were between the ages of 4 and 11. They had a good couple of months enjoying each other and their blended family, but Brandon soon began his constant accusation that Charnice is cheating on him. As with a lot of women who partner with older men, Charnice was constantly being accused of cheating when she really wasn't. Her boyfriend was insecure because here he was with this beautiful young woman who deep down he knew he didn't deserve, a woman who he is twice her age and could have easily been her father. He accused her so many times of cheating, she could not take the constant accusations and arguments that develop as a result. So after enduring his constant accusations for over a year, she told him she wanted out of the relationship because it was becoming too toxic for her. Of course, she warned him many times before that if he continued with the accusations and starting unnecessary arguments, she would leave him. But he was too unsure of himself to stop thinking she would cheat with some other young, handsome man who he knows he couldn't compare with. Charnice was a happy person by nature and loved to be in happy environments. And if Brandon had taken some time to actually see her, he would have noticed she liked peace and she wouldn't have been with him if she didn't want to. The arguments at times became so intense, he began putting his hands on her to the point where, in that same year, 2019, she had to call the police and made an abuse report. However, she retracted her story and refused to press charges against him, which, like most domestic violence cases, was due to either him threatening her or she believing his apology that he would never hit her or accuse her again. But Brandon could not keep his word, and within a few months, he went back to his cheating accusations, which at times turned to him beating on her. Charnice endured this bad treatment for almost 2 years. But then a light bulb came on, and she decided she did not want to live that way anymore. So she told him she wanted out of the relationship, but Brandon was not having it. In Charnice's mind and reality, she and Brandon's relationship was over. But in Brandon's mind and reality, their relationship was not over. He would constantly bombard her with threatening text messages while she's at work, such as on that day before the day he would carry out his deadly threat. "You played me all weekend. Have fun tonight like it's your last, one text read. You already cheated. The crime is done. The state can have my kids. They're better off. I don't care what happens to me. Life is over to me. I'm done. I can't take it no more. Your balloon release party is coming soon too, referring to a brother she had lost to gun violence in Michigan a few months prior, who the family hosted a balloon release party for. A clear threat to Charnese, but one he claimed wasn't a threat.
There were prior threats by Mr. Brownlee to Ms. Brown. In fact, the phone records revealed that the day before, he was angry with her and sending her threatening text messages because he believed that she had been cheated on him over the weekend. He says, "You played me all weekend. Have fun tonight like it's your last. You already cheated. The crime is done. Just remember you're saying, the state can have my kids. They're better off. I don't care what happens to me. Life is over to me. I'm done. I can't take it no more." And then he also sent her a text saying, "Your balloon release party is coming," which Miss Brown's family explains that they were having an event for Ms. Brown's brother who had been murdered in Michigan, where they were going to release balloons in commemoration of his life and death. And so it appears that this text message by Mr. Brownlee was warning Ms. Brown that her balloon release party was coming. He does admit that he sent that text message. He denied that it was a death threat.
On Monday, March 8th, 2021, a day after her 26th birthday, Araine followed through on his threat and killed Charnese in the most horrendous way. While their 6 children played outside, they could hear them arguing. But because they argued so many times before and then went on with their lives like nothing happened, the children thought this would be the case as well. Little did they know they would never see their mom alive ever again. Araine stabbed Charnese a couple times, and as she tried to run away, get her phone and call 911, he caught up to her in her closet and continued stabbing her some more. She then escaped the closet and was trying to get outside, but he caught up to her and continued stabbing her. Even more viciously while she was on the phone with the 911 dispatchers, begging them to come save her as he is stabbing and killing her. And as he stabs her, he kept asking her, "Who are you effing?" He stabbed her from her bedroom closet, all the way through the apartment to the outside stairway, where he stabbed her more forcefully and viciously in her head and neck, and then finished her off with a bullet to the back of her shoulder. The stabbings were so forceful and vicious, the dispatchers could hear each one from their end of the line. Within a few minutes, the police were there, but it was too late for Charnese. They found her almost lifeless body on the outside stairway and tried to perform CPR on her, but she had already endured too much and lost too much blood to survive. The police soon realized what horror Charnese had been through when they walked throughout the house and saw that her blood was everywhere, from the bedroom through the entire floor all the way to the outside stairway where they found her. This tells a story she was desperate to get away, but she didn't stand a chance against that monster and his monstrous hate. He surrendered to the police as they arrived on the scene, claiming self-defense. He was then arrested and in December 2022, convicted of first-degree intentional homicide with a dangerous weapon and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole in April of 2023.
A jury found a Kenosha man guilty at trial for the murder of a woman that happened last year. 51-year-old Araine Brownlee stabbed and shot Charnese Brown back in March of 2021. Ewing called 911, and Brown could be heard repeatedly saying, "He's trying to kill me, help me." Prosecutors say Brownlee admitted to stabbing the victim at least 7 times using 2 knives. He also admitted to stabbing and shooting her while she was on the phone.
It is unclear if Charnese knew, but Araine had a long criminal history beginning in the 1990s, and battery was one of his crimes and convictions.
Mr. Brownlee is a felon. He denied being a felon in his interview with the detectives. He was convicted of possession with intent to deliver marijuana in Kenosha County in 1993 CF 366. He does have what the family say are unreported domestic violence incidences with Ms. Brown. He was convicted of battery in 1990, criminal damage to property in 1999, battery and bail jumping in 1998, disorderly conduct and damage to property in 2000, and then he received a disorderly conduct ordinance in 2019 where he was fined.
Autopsy reports later showed Charnese was stabbed more than a dozen times, and he used multiple knives to attack her, including one he admitted broke while stabbing her, and the other he went for to finish her off. Thankfully, according to the Deputy District Attorney's report, the children did not witness what happened, but only heard them arguing, which will definitely lessen the trauma than if they had seen him torture her and they could not stop him. Now her 4 children will have to live the rest of their lives with no mom, and his kids will have to live without their father being present with them. Such unnecessary loss. How could someone you once loved be so callous to you? Is a question many women ponder and cannot comprehend. It is a fact that women are more hesitant to use deadly force against their partner or ex-partner than men are, which is one of the things I hope women get and understand from watching these videos. What if Charnice had believed Araine and taken his threats seriously? Gotten herself a gun, training, and was prepared for him? Would she have been hesitant to use it? And use it before it was too late? Threats are not like they used to be, empty. In today's society, a threat is a promise that it's going to happen, and it should never be taken lightly. He told her it was her last night. And it was. This is haunting. May her mom find strength and peace as she said she has lost her best friend.
And that's what Charnice was. She was my strength. She was my daughter. She was my best friend. But she was my strength. She was my pride. Because I saw mistakes she made, and I saw how she shook it off. And she came back. She came back strong. And she used to always tell me, you know, Mommy, I'm so proud of you because your comeback game is strong. She said, you bounced back real good. And she was my pride. All of my children are. But, you know, the older they get, the longer you have with them. And the harder it is to let go. And, you know, your children become your friends. You get cool with them, and they become your best friends. I done lost my 2 best friends within the course of 6 months. But what I want to acknowledge is that my 4 oldest children are gone, and each one of them is related to domestic violence. Don't get it twisted. Love does not hurt. Love does not shame. Love does not tear you down. Love does not break you down. It builds you up. It makes you greater. And if you have love and it's not building you up, if you are with someone and they say that they love you and you're not better this month than you were last month, you need to do a reevaluation. Because see, that was what that monster thought was love. He loved her so much. He took her away from each and every one of us, from her children. He didn't just hurt her. He didn't hurt her. She gone on. She's singing with angels. She up there turning up with her brother. We the ones down here broken and shattered and destroyed. But that's love. If that's love, I want you to be friendly toward me. Don't even be my friend. I'm cool. So we got to acknowledge, like Josh said, we have to acknowledge, and we got to be that real friend, that real uncle, that real auntie, that real person that says, look, he don't love you. Now you need to move around. You need to do something different. You can do, we gonna figure this out one way or the other. And ain't nothing wrong with calling 911. I don't care how mad she get at you. Because see, I wish her many a day when she said, Nan did this. I had called 911 all the way from New Mexico. Ain't no shame in it. I would rather somebody not speak to me, but be able to see him on the street and wave than to see him like this. So I'm telling y'all, stand up. Stand up. Don't do this. And I don't care if it's your brother. If he getting beat up, you better stand up. Whoever it is, stand up. It is time out. This is the most horrific thing I have heard in my life. This is not what we want, people. This is not it. We got to come together. If we don't come together for nothing else, we got to come together and fight. So it's no other family and friends being shattered like we are.
May Charnice's precious soul rest in peace.
Bro, that's a strong mother, bro. You hear that message, bro? That's tragic, bro. Rest in peace to Charnice, you know, RIP, condolences to her family, you know what I mean? If you like the art to the side, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'm working on the church drawing right now. That's what I was a little focused on. But like I've been saying, once I hit like 3K, you know, I'm gonna start putting out some more behind the scenes. So I hit that number this weekend. So the first behind the scenes video I'm putting out is of the space donut. Space donut, this donut I did a while ago. It's in space. It's bitten by something. It's huge, and it's currently in Trinidad. One of my friends in Trinidad bought it, so I dropped it off down there for her. And yeah, I'm gonna just put out these videos, well, like the video of like what I was doing or how I did it behind the scenes, you know what I mean? Then I'm gonna put out a live of that video. It's gonna be up for like a month or whatever. Well, it's gonna be up forever, but next month I'll put up another live video, just like a longer version, you know, showing exactly what I did to make that painting. So thanks for watching today's video. Look forward for my next videos, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. All right, bye everybody.